Hey everyone, Pessmore here and welcome to Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. "10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see. Myself? What? There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside a bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep. But I know it's always dark before the dawn. No, it's always darkest before the dawn? Wait, what? Really? I don't think it is. Whatever. Sounds cooler like that, I guess. Yes. We're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Treats her like his wife, man. Oof. Yes. We're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. I bet he calls that console naughty when no one's around. Wow. Okay. Nice try, Inspector Cabanella. But you could never stop me. See ya, bitch. Heh, I know exactly what to do. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, huh? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I better talk to him. Hello? Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, huh? Guess he hasn't been dead for very long. I'll just go ahead and go back. Back to the past. Still a little nervous about what I might see there though. If that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I ain't gonna run away from it. Gotta go back. Back to the past. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. Yeah, anime noises. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge. Of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life 10 years ago. Wait a minute, are you the lamp? Are you the lamp guy? Something tells me you're the lamp guy. I don't know, like a little inkling. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, the girl who was there when I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. Bro, that's like saying if heroin didn't exist, I wouldn't have a heroin addiction, okay? What kind of logic is that? That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabanella. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, huh? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will be gone for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Yeah, what is that? Why, what? Ye gods? Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody Who knew about Temzik? Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanella? He's awake. My head's spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanella character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I think? But you couldn't be, huh? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out of the door, right? So, who are you? Guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have the information about the guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, huh? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Cause that's a very important life here somewhere. A valuable life in this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. So, you're a manipulator too. I have ghost tricks. Powers of the dead. Yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. The guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right. Better be careful. That's a good boy. No, that's a good boy. Gee, oh yeah. Gives you complete control over the top police inspector in the country. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? Mostly about the what's it called, fragments. I don't know if that accomplishes anything. What's going on? Ever seen the ghost world like this? So you're here, huh? He has some presents. I noticed you. You think you could stop me, huh? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot! Okay, yeah. That other me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You're practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" Looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. Guess I can't use my powers in front of him like that. Huh? Look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. What? Oh yeah, right, the bird professor. Didn't I tell you before from the start? Didn't I say that was a very important life? Valuable to the nation here. Thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Not wrong. Come to think of it, where's the old pigeon guy? Excuse me? Yoink? Guess he is. Of course! I never sleep during work hours. Professor, you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat I know of. He hasn't lost his memory? I'm not the kind of guy who likes losing things. Never mind that. Cabanella, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Talking about me? Ah, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my friend. My sharp friend. He still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Oh, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to form. Now we'll be going back to the past. In order to change a fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. Still don't see a path to saving Cabanella. But if you go back further, maybe I can find a lead. Gotta go back. Back to the past. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft, I can't leave now! He's completely dead, but just as I thought I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect. It's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanella. So it's really true. You're... I waste a lot of time because of you, bitch. But it's all like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body's just a vessel. A shell. I control everything. This shell. People. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lin. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do such a thing? To create conclusive evidence. You know, on the security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer. Just like Zhao did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I I'm actually grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live, huh? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight. But before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with this contraption. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Keeper won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! Oh. Ooh. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He's a complete and utter imposter. He said he was going to take the course back to the lab, but he already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, huh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. Okay. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyways, there's so much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm going to follow him, of course. After I save you two. But something's nagging me at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. And if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action's the name of the game. No. It's puzzles. Work your magic and take us back, even further to the past. Alright, man. Jump in there and stop the explosion, would ya? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say too. If you stop the explosion, they'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would ya? I repeat, easy enough for you to say. And most likely impossible to boot. A huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Prof? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Oof, easy enough for you to say. What's with these people? Anywho, jump in and do something. Okay. As you have already noticed, time's running out, baby. Yeah, I know perhaps about it. I know. But, you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can do, use my ghost tricks on in here. Looks like it's all over. No, unless I find another path. I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Sissel! I know that voice. Help me! Where are you? Find me before I'm carried away. Hmm? Must the fatal sounded call for help. He's here somewhere. Friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that's a little fragile, but has strength that surprise you. And he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Oh, it was Missile. I thought it was okay. I was not expecting that.
Cecil, here I am.
Oh hey, it's
Cecil.
what are you doing there?
Really have to ask? Seriously, what are you really going there?
That's okay, never mind. Anyway, I need your help. Will you help me?
Of course. Here, let me join you. Okay, here I am.
Now maybe things will flow in a different direction.
Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky.
Okay. Huh?
Okay, let's stop that explosion.
No, we can't do that.
Okay, let's secure the metal rod then.
No can do either.
We can't do this. We can't do that. What can we do?
We'll let the explosion happen. Then we rescue the old guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all that, Missile.
I don't know about that, but I'll do my best.
We're talking about a matter of seconds. Can't miss our chance. The squeaky guys are making a fuss about something.
Cecil? My animal instincts have started to surface.
If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. Bigger commotion, huh? What's going on? Now that's what I call some proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel like dancing now, baby. Yeah, I can tell.
It's getting harder and harder to hold back my wild animal instincts.
What a dangerous bunch.
Do you remember how to use my powers?
Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right?
Too precise? I can swap things that look like they have the same shape.
What's the difference?
As I was being carried by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at a thing from different angles, it looks different.
You know what, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good point for a dog who came in from the sewage. Okay. Sorry, old pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. I can't believe it! You actually pulled it off! Sorry, Inspector Cabanella. Couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am. A poor broken heap of arms and legs, yeah. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing to it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. Okay. What's the matter? You look like you had to be dead. Not that you aren't. Just remember the fact, right about now. The real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright. On the phone call, yeah, he's pretty upset.
Excuse me, mister? You really shouldn't be mean like that.
And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually alive. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl, taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed.
Wait a minute. Miss Camilla's a hostage?
Yeah, I'm sorry, little warrior.
Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage?
Anyway, Inspector Cabanella, it's time to save your life now. But you don't get very far when you tried before, right?
But this time it's different. Right, Cecil?
That's right. With the power of teamwork, it'll be different. We'll save the Inspector in white, then we'll rescue Camilla.
Okay, let's do this.
Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Kinda are. Alright, let's go. Inspector Cabanella's upstairs, so our first step is to get up there.
Cecil, I'll go first and wait for you.
Cheater. Okay, lovey-dove. We need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. You've got grit, little pigeon. Better get up before this little pigeon's strength gives out. Missile's waiting for me. Better hurry.
There you are, Cecil.
Sorry for the wait. 4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him firing, would ya? Ah, there you go again with that stuff. Besides, that doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you in some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. The best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Campanella without him noticing. Anywho, do something.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, yeah.
The last split second, right? Leave it to me.
Okay, let's see. Oh, would you look at that? The bullet's hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead.
Now's a chance. I'm here with the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else.
What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something with the same shape and direction as the bullet.
Huh.
That's not how you fit it on your head, mate. That didn't go well. Tried stopping what we could find, but we just made things worse. Not really, he would have ended up dead anyway. Either way, you know. Not nice, kids. Not nice at all. You put a dent in my lovely mask, and a little bit more than that. Guess you better look for something softer. Yeah. That should do the trick. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temzik. He's going to shoot! It's too late! Again? I'm going to get shot again? No, wait. Now's a chance.
The last split second, right? Leave it to me.
Yeah. Would you look at that? Okay, yeah.
Now's a chance.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, it is going like really fast, so he didn't question that. You know, how do you not notice that? How do you not notice that? If my bullet got, I mean, I would know that it got swapped, but how would a knitted hat like flying at a guy? You know, how do people not notice that there's at least something off? Okay, whatever. You know what? Whatever. I don't think he noticed. Looks like he pulled off another magic disappearing act. Somehow. And now I gotta say again, I love knit hats. So warm and, most of all, soft.
Did I do alright?
You did a fine job, little one. You saved her life.
And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over.
What I saw in these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together. That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves. Just the two of us. quite a crazy character myself, after all.
Alright, let's hurry back. Back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camila.
You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. He has to go to the hospital, though. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanella, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, huh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all over the building. Let's just pray the boys come through for us. Damn it. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, buddy of mine. Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Cabanella, can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. Better talk to them. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have never tried to die in the explosion, baby. That way, I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I may be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. Just can't help. I just hate feeling so helpless. It was right there, within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. Guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. So you're right. It's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any of those questions you like, Mr. Ghost. The guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago? He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. What about when he said this? Okay, yeah. Yeah, 10 years ago, on that day, the SIU was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then what I did, I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling ya! Detective, I'm telling ya, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk after all. But if you don't, the SIU can make the rest of your life live in hell. But I just been assigned to the SIU, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress him. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement, but I was too green. Pushed him too hard, drove him into a corner, made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. Then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right there and be a good boy now. And that's what I did. I left it behind. Of course you did. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. Freaking idiot. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said was true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have gotten the gun to point at Lin in the first place. When he first made out. He first made out. He first made it out. Yeah. I'm not feeling good. We first found out about the manipulator existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communication networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous impossible cases. The case of a man who sang national secrets during a live rock concert. And the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Huh. The 2 inmates at the special prison, huh? Kept tabs on those communications and launched an investigation. And finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight, staked it out. The restaurant, the chicken kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. Terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right! Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that girl as a hostage. Camila. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. The spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, huh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the SIU. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much. course. Why else, baby? I just never could have believed it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Something secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. Then I finally found it. Took 5 long years though. The manipulator. It's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. There's one thing I don't understand. You're so determined to help Jowd. Why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't able to help him commit a crime after spending. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after 5 years trying to prove him innocent. He himself asked to be executed, you know. As the man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister too. I needed to buy as much time as I could, baby. So that's it, huh? There's one unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Okay. Yo, mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. Really? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteor fragment and died instantly. That's what the report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Sure. I have an interest in your recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. That's the only way I could describe it too. Unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no doubt about it. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. Another flashback. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up at the very next instant. And that's how it went. No scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? The vents? Oh, okay, yes. And then the vents. Oh, that's disappointing. It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? Why are you in such disbelief? I mean, I would be, but you literally saw him get shot. He was dead, but he wasn't dead. That's called being undead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. The corpse left something. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. Got some readings for some kind of radiation coming from that body. Radiation? We used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type, from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, the meteor fragment. I went to the park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, radiation coming from the crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At that time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. You make me. Do you want to see me blush? Maybe. It was about a year ago. The man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was an oddball here researching Temzik. That you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the same time, we were starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of the communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is out of this world." That's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temzik were somehow connected. Which could also explain how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. Why? Oh yeah, right. Revenge on child. You know, I forgot that. And then I thought he was just being a dick, you know, just going up to some random dude and then to some random place. It was like, oh, Gotta turn the good bit, woohoo! And then oh, now the gun's firing and the mom's dead. But now I remember that child did, like, you know, he was like involved in the chase. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camila. So that contraption in the basement here, he built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right! Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. We used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. There was just one part of it I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Camila told Jowd it did have something it shouldn't have. Made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow the Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camila's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves the manipulator actually existed. Hello. Hey, baby. Sorry about the phone call. Must have sounded like a real villain. Hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry, I just heard. You were chasing after that man and all this time to try and help Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. But that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if someone's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Well, I mean, you have the mindset of a politician. Congrats. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Well, but a joke is a joke. We might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry it took long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. "5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. Promised to give it back to you one day. Looks like you're in your pajamas. And a onesie. You look like you're in a onesie and then put that thing on. I liked your old suit better. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thanks. Glad you like it. Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? You don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here till we do, please? Hey, fine. I'm counting on you. This true yourself you're looking for. I bet you'll find it real soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanella. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness, but it's almost dawn. Yay! Black! Okay. Oh, okay. Yay! Sissel's ass! Okay. Okay, well, you know, the second puzzle was so hard that I stopped to take a break. And then I got COVID. And now the fever is down, the headache's down. My throat still hurts like hell. But it's been like, what, 5-6 days or a week? So, you know. But then again, those unfortunate like 10 subscribers who are actually active, or maybe one, do know that my schedule is pretty scuffed. You know, because of school and stuff. But now it's, yeah, my throat hurts like hell. I'll recover. I always do. I think. But anyway. Yeah, that's how hard the second puzzle was, by the way. I actually looked it up. Because, for the life of me, you know, I thought the bullet's like the longish kind, you know? Like the tube and the points. But no, it's just the... Okay, I'm just gonna put the representation on screen when I'm editing. I thought the bullet looked like this. But no, it looks like this. If I knew that it looked like that, then I would have solved the puzzle much earlier. But no, the game is like, ooh, you don't know what a bullet looks like? Screw you. So anyway, yeah. If I knew what the bullet looked like, I could have solved it much faster. But anyway, with that being said, thank you so yeah, if you're wondering, I forgot what happened in this episode as well. It's like, because it's been so long, right? Because I had to split this episode into like 2 parts, then I'm editing it together. And yeah, that's why I sound drastically different between the first and second part. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, twist about Sissel not being Sissel. Yeah, I really didn't see that coming, and did being tied with Temzik. Yeah, didn't expect that either. But yeah, now we know why there were the wavy lines in episode 1 coming from his body. It was because it was in his ass. Didn't know that. Who knows? Maybe Sissel is just a rat that died there, and because he died near the meteorite, he yeah, that would be funny, but okay. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. And if you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.